The risks that we're going to have to manage over the next 10 years are going to be equal to the magnitude that we have faced in the last 10, but they may well be a little different.
In the past decade, we've seen old risks reappear.
The traditional natural catastrophe risks of hurricane, European windstorms, floods and earthquakes.
A very substantial increase in the risk of those extreme weather events occurring as a consequence of the climate change that we've seen to date.
Risks in my field have changed from being largely focused on financial risks coming out of the financial crisis to a whole panoply of non-financial risks, ranging from cyber to IT risks to risks just associated with failure of process.
Looking back over the last 10 years at the risks that we insure and reinsure, terrorism has evolved really beyond all imagination.
New forms of terrorism, new forms of cyber attacks.
Cyber has just changed immeasurably in the last 10 years, and the way we think about the threat has changed. And I think that's due to a lot of work we've done, actually.
Also, the threat vectors have evolved from high sophistication, spectaculars, to low sophistication, now into the cyber arena, the emerging threat of drones.
The Centre's research approach is to try to take a holistic view of all risks in the environment that face organisations.
The value of the work that the Centre does here really becomes of most use when it is applied by organisations, governments, societies.
So looking at value at risk across a whole different spectrum, being able to see how those risks compare, but also how they compound.
But I think also the Centre needs to look at not only the emerging and evolving risks, but how you're actually going to transfer those risks, manage those risks, and mitigate those risks.
We need places like the Centre for Risk Studies to help us work through some of those challenges.
Therefore, I think we're going to be involved with the Centre for a long time to come.